do the function. Nope. I don't fuck with the fuck shit. Throwing on my belly fit. Fuck it. I'ma pop out. Welcome back to your second favorite YouTuber. I'm J Shep Reacts. Now this one right here we got, it's a very interesting video right here. Oh snap, I'm already on full screen. Let me go ahead. You know I gotta zoom in right here. You feel me? Oh my, bro, I gotta get a mouse, bro. This touchpad, bro. Remember Ashton Hall? His life is ruined now. I'm gonna scroll over. I'm gonna like the vid, cause why not? Even though I ain't subbed or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Help out a fellow YouTuber. Let's make sure we on the 1080p. All right, now I know, like, he's like controversial, whatever. Like when you popped up last year with the whole morning routine stuff, and they be trying to act like he's, I don't know if he said he was natural or not, but he's clearly not natural at all. Dude is definitely on Rory's, but I think he's funny. He's kind of funny, bro. Like after he blew up with that little stuff, like he was kind of like just like he was being funny with it, bro. Like the times like when he would put up on the screen and stuff like that, and then the whole so like we got to get that to 10,000. Like it's just so funny, bro. But I think he leaned into it. But I know there was a situation when he went to London, which in London, if y'all don't know, like guns are very, very like. You're not gonna run into nobody with guns, like, well, not nobody, but like it's like a 1% chance type shit. Like you gonna run into like a 1% chance somebody that has a gun that isn't an officer. So a lot of people, they push that knife out there. You know what I'm saying? They push that candy bar. If y'all watch C-Bill, y'all know what a candy bar is. That's a shank. That's a knife. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do out there. So you're more likely to get cut up out there. Even here, like, you got like New York and stuff like that, but New York, people still find ways to get guns in like places where it's illegal. So yeah, but let's go ahead and get this video started. I done talked for 2 minutes.
He gained roughly 20 million followers in a matter of months, but now can't go a day without losing thousands.
I mean, did he script this? Like, how was he able to lie so quickly on command?
The billions of views on his over-the-top morning routines have simply vanished, and lately, people have been treating him as nothing more than a walking joke.
When he made that video on me, bro, I was like literally so heated. I was hot. I was like, how could anyone even do this to me? You know what I'm saying? Like just feeling like a victim, like crazy. Like I was like, dude, should I sue this man? Like all this other crazy stuff.
His signature line, "You can reinvent your entire life in 1 year," now comes with an $8,000 price tag, and somehow this isn't even the worst thing he's being called out for.
He has no money whatsoever, he's poor, and so he has to continue.
Oh yeah, he pushes, I know that's like the whole thing, like within the fitness like creator space, like he was pushing a course, and I do remember they said that like I think he used to like actually be in there and stuff, but since he got so famous, like viral, whatever, like it got all conflated. So like all the one-on-one sessions, they weren't a thing anymore. Like it was other people leading the sessions and stuff like that. So yeah,
you go on podcasts to try to prove to the world that he's 100% natural.
I'm in doubt.
Like at least his from what I've heard, like his course like thing, whatever, it was better than freaking Andrew Tate's. Like Andrew Tate's was just a straight up scam.
And as always, make sure to subscribe.
Andrew Tate's, it wasn't really like a workout, you know what I'm saying, thing. It was like a lifestyle thing, really, more so. But just to compare it to somebody that's like that gained virality and like was running a scam through that course, he necessarily wasn't scamming. It just clearly got to a point where he couldn't control it. But the scam of it is that you're allowed, you should have just ended the course. Once you got so viral, you should have ended the course once you knew that you couldn't promise on the things that you're delivering, that you can deliver, So
subscribe with notifications on. Not long ago.
Hey, you know what? I'm a sub for you, brother. I'm a sub. I don't know about putting no notifications, but I'm a sub.
Ashton Hall looked like a self-made success story. After his lifelong dream to make it to the NFL was crushed, he reinvented himself as a devout Christian and a fitness coach. He lived by this one simple message: nothing good happens after 8 p.m. Get to bed early, wake up early, pray, lift, repeat, and of course, he backed it up. He started posting daily workout clips to his Instagram, which was the beginning of his own online fitness journey, and for a while, it worked. He would post his shoulder workout, then his ab workout, followed by chest, legs, back, and repeat. Through years of posting these videos to every platform you can think of, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and even Facebook, it was no surprise that the message of discipline and self-improvement gained traction. But by the beginning of 2025, he wasn't just a niche fitness guy anymore. This was the time when his entire brand blew up. He hit 1 million followers as people were drawn to the promise of a body transformation as possible as Ashton's.
Now, once again, he's on roids. I don't know how many years apart this photo is, but Buddy's on roids, y'all. Any man that it's people that believe John Cena wasn't on roids. John Cena was on roids. Like this is natural. Say if he would have got his 6-pack naturally and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like this over here, you could just tell it's fake. You could just tell. Like I don't know how to exactly explain it, but most of the time, like the veins, like they're normally like an indication, and then like you see how like perfectly sculpted like his abs are on like the side right here compared to like right here. Like these are still kind of abs, you know, but like they're not perfectly sculpted or nothing. But you know, and plus a lot of women, y'all, a lot of women prefer this. A lot of women do prefer this. They don't give a like all this over. They don't care about this. Like this right here. So I'm just letting y'all know. Like y'all, if y'all do get into working out, I mean, if y'all want to be on roids, just remember, be safe with that stuff. Don't overindulge, whatever. You know, I know some people that have taken PEDs. You know, so right, that's the word performance. I'm pretty sure they call it PEDs. I can't even remember what the actual whatever term is. Oh, performance enhancement drugs. Yeah, so yeah. But a lot of women prefer this over here, y'all. Like when you take out your shirt, they don't care. Like they don't want you to have this. Like, you know, they don't want, like, you know, they rather have this, honestly.
2 million followers seem to come quicker than the last. The mentality this guy had about changing your life started going viral. Fast forward only a couple months later, he'd find himself celebrating 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 million with practically no other videos in between. He started averaging over 100 million views on his immensely early morning routines, with some even pushing over double. The format was simple. Wake up at 400 million views on...
Right here, y'all see his chest right here? You see how he's like, because he's flexing. He's flexing when he's doing that. See how inverted his chest is right there? That's like another indication. That's not natural growth. Your chest ain't going, like, because you see how this side, it's like barely indented. Like this is indented all the way right here to the middle. That's like another indication. Like you can tell, like, oh yeah, that's not natural.
His immensely early morning routines, with some even pushing over double. The format was simple. Wake up at 4 a.m, hit a few push-ups at 4:20. By 4:40, he was journaling, watching motivational videos at 5. Ice bowl the face around 6. Sauna roughly 30 minutes later. Then get changed and ready for a run at 7:30. Be back home by 8:30. Banana peel the face at 8:40. Look at how successful he is for the next 40 minutes. A quick ice bowl again, and it's time to start his working day. At first glance, there's seemingly nothing wrong with this. It's productive and gets a lot done before the sun rises. However, as many people pointed out, the very problem is, what does he do for a living? Behind the carefully crafted videos and motivational speeches he brang, there was something a whole lot darker. A coaching business built on big promises. The promises that you will get fit, get rich, and ultimately transform your life just like Ashton did. If you're keen on this course, the cheapest one you can buy is the Train With Me Gold for $3,300. You'll receive your own workout plan, demonstration videos, a meal plan, and a few other things. However, if you're willing to buy the Train With Me Diamond for $5,500, you'll get an extra 1 Zoom call bi-weekly. But if that still isn't as often as you'd like, the Train With Me Platinum for $8,250 might be your go-to, as you instead will get 1 Zoom call every week. On a Reddit post titled, "What are your opinions on Ashton Hall?" people seem to think his lifestyle is just for views and is fake. If he actually does live like that, it would be surprising since he seems to just be a fitness influencer and not making 6 to 7 figures in finance, tech, etc., with the fitness part being a side hustle. Maybe that actually is his life, and if it is, the morning routine is probably an exaggeration.
Which is 100% true. The morning routine is an exaggeration. He started doing that. It was just funny. Like I said, he did it. It went viral, and the shit was funny. That's what it was. So, but what was I about to say? Saying that he's not making 6-7 figures. He probably was. Cause like once he hit, you gotta remember. Like I understand. Like there's a lot of people that they do got 1 million followers that are broke. I don't think he was broke. I think what it was with him, like the reason why people just think he's broke is because he probably isn't flaunting his money so much. Besides like when he's showing like the cars and stuff like that, that's like the most he flaunts his money. And then like he lives like at like some type of high-rise apartment or something, like, you know. But he's not like necessarily, oh yeah, come with me, I'm about to go buy this car, I'm about to go do this and I'm about to do that, you know what I'm saying? He's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's just almost like they're props in the video. So I just assume that he's renting out the cars and stuff like that, helicopters and all that goofy stuff. But yeah, like what was I about to say? Oh, I don't doubt that he was able to move followers to YouTube. And y'all gotta understand, bro, YouTube is very lucrative, man. Like he was probably making for sure 6 figures. Like after he blew up, for sure 6 figures off of YouTube. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know if he might have hit 7, but for sure 6 figures. Like your favorite YouTubers, they're probably millionaires. And don't let them tell you that they're not, because if they're not millionaires, they're closer to it than you are. Trust. Unless you got like a really, really good job, this doesn't apply to you. But like me, like I'm nowhere near 6-7 figures, you know what I'm saying? I ain't nowhere near that. That's what I'm trying to get at though, you know what I'm saying? Like the job I'm working right now, like I might gross maybe 50K or more. So, and that's with overtime. With overtime, I'd probably be a little bit close to 60K, depending on how much overtime I do. But I'm not making 100K. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like y'all just keep that in the back of y'all mind, bro. Like some of these YouTubers, like even like if you see a bunch of YouTubers, like for example, I watch Astro Dior. He has 3 channels. He can drop a video on all 3 of those channels, and they all will get almost close to 10K, or they do get 10K. And he drops like 3 vids on each channel. So one day he's dropping 3 here, 3 there, 3 there. That's 9 vids all in total. And that's 10K, right? Almost per video, right? That's 90,000 views. 30K on this channel, 30K on that channel, 30K on that channel. That's good money. Like that's good money. Like once it translates, that'll translate well, because he's doing it on 3 channels. Then if one of the channels get whatever, like flagged or whatever, he can cool off that channel and go to the other 2. Bam, bam. I'm finna do 6 on this channel. Since that one down, I can't do 3 over there. I'm doing 6 on this one. So yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like y'all gotta understand. I know people just assume that he broke. He probably wasn't broke for real. And if he was broke, it's because of spending habits. Because once he blew up, bro, and even just hitting 10 million on Instagram, I wouldn't doubt if he was able to move a few 100,000 to YouTube. Like, and that's all you really need. You don't need, like, you could be, you can only have like 50K followers on YouTube. If you got like ad placements and because you got your AdSense, you got your own viewer account, all that stuff. Then if you have an ad company come to you, hey, we want you to make an ad, yes. And then say you're consistent, you're posting a vid every day or like almost every day, yeah, you're getting good money. You're making good enough money to live your life off of YouTube. So that I just wanted to clear that up. I don't know why does everyone just assume just because somebody blew up like how he's blown up, they're broke or whatever. But maybe later in this video, they'll have more proof that he is broke.
Like, who dunks their face in sparkling water every day? And it seems like they weren't alone, as dozens of comments went on to agree. I literally just stumbled across a short of his, then went and scrolled back through more, and by the end, all I could derive from what I saw is the face dunk, banana and honey, and expensive indulgence with no real clear picture of what he's got to say. He doesn't just lack substance, I found a zero substance. After 10 minutes of watching, I literally had to Google who the is Ashton Hall, which led me exactly here. Watching my dog eat grass is more interesting than this guy. For the people...
Now, he just said all that dunking on him, right? And then you go to say, watching my dog eat grass is more entertaining. Why would you spend 10 minutes watching his content? You know what I'm saying? You spent 10 minutes. Like, all those shorts are like maybe 1 minute each. So you watched about 10 vids of his on his account, whatever account you're on. Like, bro, are you serious?
That actually bought his course. Many of the clients said that they didn't get at all what they ordered.
At first, it was pretty solid. There wasn't many people. We actually got some help from Ashton, right? And it was cool.
See, that's what I was talking about. I have heard this, like, at first it was cool, but then once he blew up, it just got so conflated. Like, it was just too much. Like, you already know Ashton wasn't finna be doing it personally. That's what I'm saying. So that's when it kind of became a scam, but it wasn't a scam at first. Now, Andrew Tate stuff, that was a scam from the jump.
After Ash went viral, things went downhill really fast. It was very clear to me that going viral scaled his business way too fast, past what the funnel and system was capable of handling, but instead of stepping back, working on the back end, they flooded the front end like crazy and left everyone in the back end out to dry, not fulfilling any services while continuing to collect more money.
They explained that the $10,000 one-on-one calls turned into 80 plus people just watching him, and that 9 times out of 10, it wasn't even him. It was just some random girls pretending like they knew anything.
Group calls turned into 80 plus people watching Ash when he showed up for calls, but 90% of the time, his babysitters, who are random girls with 2K followers who have zero, who have never grown a brand or scale a fitness business. That's how it is in this industry. People prey on other people because they have the look. They look like they know what they're doing. They all you have to do in this industry to fool people is just to look better than them. That's it. That's literally it.
The custom-made workouts were generic PDFs sent to everyone, no meaningful support, and no actual contact with Ashton himself. He briefly mentioned creating his own app with live workouts. However, it took over 15 minutes just to find it, probably because it only has 2 reviews and looks like every other generic workout app ever made. When loading in, I was instantly forced to give him my email, which I'm now suspecting I'll receive spam from this for the rest of my life. And then I was hit with a $30 per month paywall before I could even go any further. As Ashton Hall clearly has prominent muscles and a well-defined physique, it was pretty obvious that he was taking enhancements to boost himself. However, for some reason, he would go around telling everyone that he was natural.
You know, I would claim natty.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand these dudes. Why claim to be natural if you know for sure that you are on PEDs?
I would tell people I'm natural. I wouldn't be shy to say it.
People estimated his muscle to height ratio to be well into the enhancement likely zone.
You know, what I care about most is height to weight to body fat percentage. 219 pounds here. The Asian height guy has him at 5'10". We'll be generous and give him a body fat of 14, just because I don't want people saying that I underestimated his body fat, and that very conservative estimate would give us an FFMI of over 27, which is possible naturally, but would make him like the elite of the elite in terms of bodybuilders. And if we bring his body fat to 12% or below, now he's getting up over 28. I don't make the final call, but it would be pretty ridiculous if he was natural.
Claiming the reason he said it was to help younger kids believe you can get that physique by being completely natural.
And I would say it because I would be telling the kids, or I'd be telling the guys like, yo, you don't have to hop on to get in shape. But it never bothered me. I was never pissed off about it. I don't want people to think that what I'm doing is normal.
But the community didn't like this one bit. Many said, if you're built like that and claim you're natural, with such a random routine and a business model around it, you're doing a
Exactly, doing a disservice to impressionable young people, because you're doing this routine stuff, and clearly some grown folks, they don't know that this is all a joke, the morning routine stuff, and then you're claiming that you're natural when you're not. You've been on PEDs for who knows how long, probably since you were playing football, you know what I'm saying? Who knows, you know what I'm saying? So you probably been on PEDs for like maybe 8+ years or something. Who knows? And it's just like, come on, man. You got like, I don't know, y'all gotta do better with that, bro. Like, what is the whole point of putting up facades and stuff like that for people? I don't know. Which is why I understand why some people don't like him, because of that, you know, whatever. Like, I don't hate him. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like I like him, whatever. I don't hate him though. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I just don't care for him like that much. But I clicked on his vid because like I do remember him going viral. And I found him a little funny.
Service to impressionable young people. Back on Reddit, the conversation continued. That's the guy whose YouTube videos are all of him running. I don't know if he's obsessed seeing himself running on video. He looks great, but that ain't all natural. That guy is on something. Something more like just about everything. He takes several grams of several different compounds each week. My guy touches at least 6 needles on a weekly basis. Then the comparisons began. He's the black version of the Liver King. Someone who sold a natty, ancestral lifestyle, all while hiding.
Once again, yeah, he's talking about he was natural for the, like I don't even get, how do you even believe that? Like, I remember when I was a kid and I used to think, like, wrestlers, I was like, I don't think that guy's natural. I'm like, bro, John, especially when there was one time The Rock came back and he was putting on John Cena's freaking armband, like, you know, showing homage to him or whatever, because they were like double teaming somebody. And then he put it on his arm and he stretched it out. He's like, this is a headband, isn't it? And like John Cena's just laughing. And he's like, dude, like what the heck? Mind you, The Rock, he's been on like PEDs forever too. Like, the fact that John Cena's arm was that, his bicep was that big, bro. Come on, bro. But like I said, strong indication is when all these, like it's okay to have like your veins pop out, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But you see how like just aggressive it is, like right here, like you see this little one right here, but then you got this big ass one right here. It's almost like they're flexing 24/7, like 100% flexing 24/7. They can't control it. Then like right here, like, you're not natural, bro. Like, I'm not stupid.
The truth. This one singular comparison is what completely shattered his credibility, as the Liver King is known for doing the exact same thing, only to a much worse extent. Then, for some reason, Ashton made a bold claim, easily admitting that he could beat IShowSpeed in a race. He's the most popular streamer ever, and quite literally as fast as an athlete. He's never lost a race to anyone that isn't the world's fastest man. This was Ashton's way to prove that all the grind, the discipline, the routine, it actually meant something. At first, people laughed it off, but Ashton doubled down. He kept on bragging about how confident he was, FaceTiming Speed, claiming he would win.
Listen, this is not going to be a good look for you, brother. I'm trying to put you on game.
On God. Okay, watch
You know
this.
you little bro, I'm trying to look out for you.
Bro, I promise you I'ma smoke your shit. I promise you.
Naturally, Speed started getting angry at how cocky Ashton was on the phone. So when they hung up, this was his reaction.
Chat, this gonna be his last.
Listen,
This gonna be his last
I
clip
might
on
change
Instagram.
my entire brand. I'm gonna be known as
This
the
shit
runner.
over with. Don't come for big speed. Nigga.
I might even stop
Man,
messing with
fuck
I'm
that.
gonna just be only.
Demon. Who the you think you is, bro? I'ma dust your ass, boy.
What followed next was a disaster. On the stream, Speed demolished him. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but in 4 separate races. What made matters worse was that at the end of every race that he lost, Ashton would always come up with an excuse as to why he lost and they need to rematch. Something like,
Which Ashton, like me, right? I'm pretty fast or whatever, but I do remember there was one kid, 2 kids in my school that I was not faster than, and they were like both. I think one of them, he was supposed to be in my grade. The other one, he was just younger than me. He kind of was like built like Speed, like when Speed was like skinny though. He was skinny like Speed, like real skinny, little slim, real fast, runs like awkwardly, but he could run fast because he was faster than the other kid. His name was William Odiambo. He was African. I don't know exactly what country he derives from and stuff like that, but yeah, he was really fast. Like, we were about like, I want to say we were about the same height, but like I was just a little bit more muscular and whatever. So I was like the 3rd fastest, like out of them. Like I was like, yeah, like but I'm pretty fast. Like, so my like speed would be comparable to like what Ashton Hall would be. Like Ashton Hall isn't slow, cause you see how big he is, and he's on PEDs. He's about like 5'10", 5'11". He's on PEDs, and he's about 219, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then Speed's like 5'9", 5 whatever, 5'9", 5'8", maybe. I don't know. He might be 5'10". Nah, he ain't 5'10". He like 5'9". But then I don't know. Speed about like 5'8", 5'9". And I don't even think Speed's like 200. He's about like let's give him like 180. Because he did gain a lot of muscle compared to like when he was skinny. I want to say like about like 185, 180, something like that. Speed's he's gonna have that edge over him because he's lighter, and like, how could I say this? Like, so like when you're running, like people don't understand. Like when you're running and jumping, it's really like your thighs. You know what I'm saying? It's really like that's like the main like that's the muscle that you're using. That's why a lot of people pull hamstrings in sports and stuff. It's your thighs, bro. Like the back of your thigh, like right there. And then the front, like that's like the main muscle, like while you're running, like that's what you're using. Because you're using like think about it, like your first step, you're lifting your knee, and like all that, like that force is going to your thigh. So yeah, speed, less muscle mass, less just weight. Period. He's a lot more like proportionate. He has huge thighs, arms, stuff like that. Of course, Speed was going to win in a sense. That's how I viewed it. Ashton Hall used to be running back, and he also used to run track. But, dude, you're on PEDs, and you're not that slim. So, I think if Ashton Hall was to drop weight to Speed's weight, he probably would beat Speed. I ain't going to lie to you, because he's pretty fast for how big he is. So, pause. But, yeah. That's how, like, I think Ashton Hall should have just took that and been like, you know what, hey, man, I was talking all that mess, bro. Good stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, he just had, like, his ego was hurt. His ego was hurt during this.
Slipping over or just barely losing.
Run it back. He a fraud. I hit a pothole, man. Let's get it. You a fraud, bro. Let's get it. You with a pothole? Yeah. Okay, no more excuses. You can see I fell.
As soon as the full-length video was posted to Speed's YouTube, the internet had a field day. He lost all his aura in one video. Speed literally tried to warn him. Bro couldn't take an L, so he took 4. Ashton Hall wakes up at 3 AM just to get humiliated. The chat would start calling him
and then Ashton Hall, he did like a was it an afternoon routine after this, bro? That stuff was funny, bro, because he's watching it. Then he like threw something at the TV, like the TV breaks. Then he goes out to dinner and stuff. Like he's all like, mad that he lost. And like, yeah, I thought that shit was funny, but like I said, some people just don't like him. Like I said, I don't care to like him or not like him, whatever. But hey,
fraud, and even Kai Cenat was frustrated with how many times he called for a redo.
Bro, you was watching the stream?
Hell yeah, you cooked that.
Bro, hey, bro. Hey, he don't get
Bro,
it.
you gotta stop. Bro, you have to stop giving a second chance. It's one race.
Bro, I gave him.
That's it.
I gave him.
Nah, I think the first one he clearly failed. I don't know if it was like he got stumbled on something in the grass. I can give him that. The second race, that should have just been it. That's just
4 tries, bro. 4 tries.
No.
4 tries and he still lost. No. He kept rage baiting. He kept rage baiting, bro.
He kept trying to get you angry, bro. That's how it goes.
And I got him.
But it went even deeper than just a race, as this was the moment where his whole brand, the discipline, the natural-born athlete, the unforgettable morning routine, got exposed for what many people saw it as: empty flexes. It started circulating online that Ashton was suing Speed for $10 million for simply beating him in the race, claiming that Ashton's poor performance not only cost him a much coveted Nike endorsement, alleging that unfair interferences and distractions during the race directly resulted in...
I think that whole thing was fake too. I think somebody literally just made that up, but because Nike, that doesn't even make any sense. Like if you're racing somebody for content, why would that affect your endorsement deal? It's like they care about what you say. They don't care about what you're doing, honestly. Honestly, come on.
The loss of his deal, where this one comment sums it up best. Ego so hurt, he's suing. The whole thing fizzled out before anything actually happened, but it was already too late. It was the failing to accept his loss that destroyed his ego more than anything else. It decimated any trust he had left, his reputation in its entirety, and the respect from everybody online. Today, the clout is gone. The hype around him is completely dead. The morning routine videos feel soulless and only for the views, and every single comment section is filled with people making fun of him for the controversies that ended up totaling his career. Now that everyone is aware of the coaching business scam, it's highly likely that the vast majority of clients are out. He hasn't gained a single follower in over 5 months, and has actually gone on to lose over 50,000 in the last fortnight. It definitely doesn't fit the narrative of his story that reads 2026 will be bigger than last year, as he's resorted to now deleting many of his most successful videos. Therefore, it doesn't look like he's going to recover from this downfall anytime soon.
I don't know, man. I don't want to... It's kind of like how I feel about like my channel. Like I said, it's in my hands. Like if I fail on YouTube, whatever, it's because I stopped. If I fail musically, it's because I stopped. That's how I feel about it. I stopped giving it attention. I stopped promoting it. I stopped, So if that's what he does, if he does stop promoting himself, if he does stop doing content, then yeah, 2026 won't be bigger than 2025. But I think if he just keeps going and then he turns a new leaf, like he stops lying about being natural and stuff like that, and probably slow down like with the ego stuff, then I think he'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was like a super unlikable guy, but I think people in the fitness world, like they do the morning routine stuff. They don't like that shit, bro. They hate when guys are doing that stuff. Like they'd rather watch people that do admit that they do performance enhancement drugs and stuff like that work out, and it's kind of like weird. Like, and I've always said this, like I think it's a little gay, because I don't like the idea that like Okay, look, like there's a lot of dudes like I went to school with, like they got into working out and doing all this stuff. What do? They do all this flexing, all these poses and this and that, right? And then I'll go in the comments and it's their friends like, which is this is a double standard, because like a girl, she can go into another girl's comment, oh my God, you're so gorgeous, you're so this and that, oh my, marry me, whatever. But when a guy does it, it's like But I think it's just only because it's like you're a straight man doing it, which is like, it's a double standard. Like I said, it's a double standard because a straight girl can do that. But it's a double standard. That's why I'm just like, I just think it's a little gay when they be all under it. They, like, I've seen dudes call other dudes, oh my God, like they be calling them daddy and stuff like that, or it's weird, bro. Or like they be, oh my God, man, look at that chest, like look at your arms, like I just think, bro, like you're weird. I think it's a little weird. I don't care, bro. It's like a weird obsession, like with other like body build. Like I don't know. I just I don't see it the same as like having an obsession with like sports or something like that. But I mean, sports get a little crazy too. So not to say, you know, you liking sports is gay or nothing, but I'm just saying, like when it comes to bodybuilding, they be saying some crazy stuff in them comments, bro. They be saying some crazy stuff in them comments, bro. But hey, I digress. That's the end of the video. I mean, do y'all feel like, you know, that was the end of Ashton Hall? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel like 2026 won't be his biggest year or whatever? Even if it isn't the biggest year, the whole thing, I feel like it's being successful. It's successful. As long as you believe that you've been successful for the year, that's all that really matters. You know, that's what I think. But hey, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, listen to my music, all caps, J.Shep, or at IamJShep3 on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube right here. Those are my my other like social medias, whatever. And stay on the channel, watch some more videos, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video. Go ahead and dang, wait, I already said like, comment. I'm tripping. But go ahead and like it again if you know what I'm saying. Just like it again. Go to your other account and like the video too. I don't know. Deuces.